Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of GregTech New Horizons. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Anything useful that I want to make in this mod pack is gated behind one thing: stainless steel. Steel was the gateway to LVH, aluminium was the gateway to NV, and I think stainless steel is the gateway to HV. From my mining session of the last episode, we are still filthy rich. We have tons of ores, we have tons of resources, literally everywhere, so I think here's what we're going to do. We're gonna try and rush towards the HV age. That's it. If you look at the recipe of stainless steel, you might notice that it does require 480 EU per tick. When we were trying to make aluminium, we had 2 LV energy hatches, each one of them could accept 2 amps, we were powering it using 4 combustion generators, and we were good on power. I think we have to do the exact same thing for getting stainless steel, because if you look at the MV energy hatch, it is telling you that it accepts up to 2 amps. And yes, there is a quest for it, but unfortunately it is locked because we didn't get enough lubricant. I did make a little bit of lubricant once, but apparently it was not enough to finish the quest, so let us make more. A brewing machine is out of the question for the moment, so we're going to use creosote oil in a distillery. I'm assuming there is going to be a quest for it later down the line, so maybe we should make an MV version. Besides, for some reason I actually have more aluminium than steel, so it makes sense. Also, one very important thing that you should remember is that I still cannot make diodes, so we have to buy them every single time that they are unlocked. It's on a 40-minute cooldown, so we have to buy it as frequently as possible. Was it 40 minutes? Yes, there you go. Advanced Distillery. Oh, this is creosote oil. Yeah, I knew we made it once. Oh, the MV version is actually really fast. That's not bad. What the... Hello? You're weird. Okay, we should run. I just wanted some creosote oil. That's it. Oh, he dropped a book. Fortune 1. That's garbage. MV machines burn through the fuel like crazy. So I'm kind of regretting my decision to switching to diesel. Maybe steam was more worthwhile. Making lubricant is going to take quite a while, so maybe we should focus on other quests. What I'm trying to do is that I'm basically trying to gather every single item that we need in order to finish this quest. It has been 40 minutes, and we can buy more diodes. So that is really good, because generally speaking, that is my entire supply, but I think we only need 32. Yeah, it's only 32, so we're good. Anyways, I did get 4 ethylene cells, and now it wants me to get 41 molten polyethylene cells. I was checking the recipes and I'm not sure. Can't I just do this? I can. Okay, then we're good. Also, someone shot me. Or is it the ethylene? Yeah, I think it was the ethylene. Why? It's okay, for the moment we just put you back, because we need 41 cells and we had like, I don't know, 6 cells. Anyways, on a positive note, our lubricant is ready. We need 8 cells. That should be a quest. Thank you. So now the MV energy hatch is unlocked, and yes, this is stainless steel. Oh, you're going to be painful. Actually, maybe not that much. You need an MV assembler, which I have already made. I'm not sure, did I? Because all of them look the same. Oh yes, I did. But here is the point, in order to make the MV energy hatch, we need ultra low power IC, which in order to get the wafer for it, we need a Terra lens. Well, I have Terra. The question is, how do we process it? Oh, that's it? Okay. I was expecting something incredibly complicated, but this was super easy. And yes, I'm showing off my wealth, even though still most of you guys are not approving my macerator setup. Here is a block of Terra. We need to cut it into plates, which in hindsight I should have done that in an MV machine, but you know, it's already done. Come on, you can't be that slow. Yes, finally. I thought in a late it's going to give us the lens, but apparently we need an MV version. Yes, 120 EU. It's fine, it's not a horrifying recipe, we just need the diamond. And we already have it. Good, so there you go, a late. You're not a quest? Really? Okay, maybe you should stop working, so that I can power my late? Yes, finally. That took far longer than I hoped, but it's ready. And since we only need 4 of them, we just need to cut it. And judging by the fact that we need a lot of MV machine halls, let us make a few. Yeah, that should be plenty. We are going to use 2 of them for the MV hatch. The low power ICs are ready. And I think the only thing that we're missing in order to make the MV input hatch is the coil. It's really not that bad. As usual, I have done a miscalculation and we're going to make too many foils, but it's okay, we have a decent supply of aluminium. Actually, it wasn't that bad of a miscalculation, we need 64. Then it's fine. For the moment we can make 2 of them, I think. You're not steel? Oh, you need circuit number 1. Here is your circuit, start working. And there you go, MV energy hatch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They are complimenting my beautiful eyes. So we have the energy hatches, but there are other things that we need to take care of. We are supposed to make these integrated logic circuits, and for that, we need a circuit assembler. The circuit assembler can be LV, but the problem is we need to infuse it with molten lead. Therefore, we need an advanced fluid extractor. The question is, how do we want to do this? Okay, we remove you. You go over there and start melting down lead. You have 6 buckets of tin, but I'm assuming I can waste it. And we want you to eject the fluid into the circuit assembler. Good. And this is the recipe that we need to work towards. Okay, this should be the recipe, and you might notice that our circuit assembling machine is LV. So maybe we can power it using some batteries. Can I? No. Well, generally speaking, if you have batteries, you also have a battery box. So you go over there, we connect the power, and we put in the batteries. Okay, it's working. Maybe the recipe is wrong. Integrated logic circuits. Did I put the wrong one in? That is not the correct one. This is the correct one. We need 8 for the quest, so there you go. It should be complete. Oh, you need 16. Okay, my bad. How did you get up there? I thought in the meantime I should probably get more oil. Cause 41 buckets of polyethylene is so much. Yeah, so far we have 13 buckets. We also have 16 buckets over here, but that is for making plates. You don't have power. I know, I cut you out. We already had 8 circuits, here is 8 more, and that should be the quest. Perfect, that one is complete. Now we need good integrated circuits. Why? I'm just like, why? Well, at least on a very positive note, it's still in the LV age, so we can use our current setup. So I'm guessing you go back in, and let me see if I can buy more diodes. No. Oh, 40 seconds. In long term, this is not going to be a very good solution. We need to make diodes, because I also need to make circuits. I have gone through the recipes and it seems that this one is the best yield. We need polyethylene, we need gallium arsenide, and we need annealed copper. Then let us not waste any time. We need to make annealed copper. I should have plenty of oxygen, good. And just in case, let us also take some diesel. Yeah, cause I thought these guys are going to be empty. And you need circuit number 11. Oh, you need the oxygen. I forgot the oxygen. Yes, running perfectly. And we have more aluminium. Also, I thought I have a lot of oxygen, but the problem is that we're going through it really fast. We need it for polyethylene and also for the blast furnace. So maybe one of the important things that we have to do is to have a dedicated system for oxygen. But before doing that, let us replenish our wood supplies, because I need more charcoal. Also, I think by the time that I'm done with this place is no longer going to be called the Twilight Forest. It's just going to be called Twilight. Because you might think that I'm actually gathering a lot of wood. That is enough for us for, I don't know, like 2 hours? Oxygen is causing me a lot of problems, so I think we should solve it as soon as possible. I do have an idea and we're going to try it because it will also give us nitrogen as a byproduct, but we need one of those super tanks. Or maybe 2, just in case. I already forgot how to make it. Is it the pipes? Oh yes, okay. So this should be one quest, just to make sure that it counts. Oh, and by the way, this is not copper. This is annealed copper. Just wanted to let you know that we have 1 stack, so we should be good to go. You also need pulsating iron, which we have already made. No? Okay, we have 1 plate, and I can easily just make another plate. But here is the idea. We're going to use a compressor that will give us compressed air cells. We're going to centrifuge it, that will give us oxygen and nitrogen. We're going to can the nitrogen inside cells, and then we're going to store it. And I have been checking, we actually need nitrogen in order to make aluminium because it's a catalyst in our blast furnace. So it's a good thing to have. Oh, the super tank looks garbage. Okay, yeah, from this angle it doesn't look that garbage, but from that side it's horrendous. We have a bit of an issue, we're missing gallium. I have been trying to electrolyze some sphalerite and we got only 3 tiny pieces, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Actually, maybe we should try the mixer? I don't know. Circuit number 1, will you do anything? Oh, it's circuit number 2. Now will you do anything? Yes, you are. Okay, good. Yeah, but it's not going to be enough. We can't even make 1 dust. I don't think it's going to be worth it if I go to the nether and mine some ores, because how many diodes can I make? We have polyethylene, we have annealed copper, we go with the lower recipe, which I think only gives us like 4. You're not getting the polyethylene? Why? Oh, you're the circuit assembling machine. You're the wrong one. What I need is a basic assembling machine. Yes, finally. But why isn't the polyethylene being shown? I don't like that. Well, it gave me 4, but it was not supposed to consume 1 bucket of polyethylene. Yeah, you see, 288 millibuckets. What happened to the rest? Why are you following me? Don't you have anything better to do? I brought 3 buckets more. Let us see how much this one will last. Oh, maybe each cell is not 1 bucket for polyethylene. It's just 1 ingot. Ah, I honestly had no idea. So we have 20 buckets. Yeah, exactly. It's just 1 ingot. But that is good. I think we have all the diodes we need for the quest. Yeah, we needed 32. Oh, I actually had 4 more over here. Okay, we were good. But just in case, I'm actually going to make more. Don't you worry. We need some silver bolts and some gold wire. So wait a minute. I need 41 of these. That's like 4 buckets. And I have 16 buckets. So let's take it, so that the quest is complete. Yes, thank you. And I put it back. So you, my dear friend, make me more diodes. And you make me the bolts. And you will make me find gold wire. Also, I think the battery is going to run out. Yes, this one is out, this one is also out. We have 2 more batteries, we will use them. And just to make sure that we have always filled batteries, I'm going to replace these guys. They will be charged over here. Actually, for the first time, we are rich. We have 1 stack of diodes. That was a quest? Oh, it was for when I purchased it. Okay. Also for the quest, in order to make good integrated circuits, we have all the parts. We just need to craft it, which thankfully can be done in our basic circuit assembler. That is good. Just in case you're confused, we are trying to achieve 2 things in parallel. One of them is to get circuits, and one of them is to get stainless steel. The circuits are not going to be a problem anymore because we have all the ingredients, we just needed some power. And of course a little bit of lead. Yes, it started working. Perfect. Here is 1, we needed 8. Okay. Oh, it takes 2 of them in order to make 1. Holy. It's okay. We had 16 for a reason. Anyways, the circuit is going to be completed very soon, but we also need to make stainless steel, and we need chrome and manganese. For a very weird reason, we have 24 manganese ingots. And to be honest with you, I have no idea where we got them. We just need to pulverize it. We also need 48 iron dust. I have not processed nickel in a while, so we just need to process some. And we only need 8 pieces anyways. And finally, we need chrome. We have 3 chrome dust, but we need 8, so I think we need to electrolyze some ruby. Do we have more? Yes. How did you get in? Oh, I forgot to close the door. Okay, that explains. So you, my dear friend, start electrolyzing. And on a very positive note, a byproduct of electrolyzing ruby is oxygen, so that's good for us. We're going to keep it. Output fluids? Yes. I did set up the oxygen system, but it's not the fastest thing in the world. We only have like 54 cells. That is plenty of chrome. While everything is cooking up, here are the circuits, and you did not unlock anything more. Weird. Maybe I need the plastic board? We have another quest in order to make 41 polyethylene sheets, which thankfully it's not consuming that much. 41. That should be enough. Okay, that unlocked something. Plastic circuit board. Okay. Well, until we figure out what to do with that plastic circuit, let us make the steel dust. You cannot do it inside an LV mixer. That is fine by me. We do it by hand. Yes, I am prepared for HV. How did you guess? Medium voltage advanced steam boiler. Okay, that's nice. I always knew that sulfuric acid is going to come back and bite me in the face, which it did. We need to make sulfuric acid. It's actually not a very complicated process. From making sulfuric fuel, we are actually getting hydrogen sulfide cells. Mixing it with water will give us diluted sulfuric acid, and then in a distillery, we can just get sulfuric acid. So we need to make a few machines, but that's not going to be a problem. I also need to make 4 of these combustion generators from the MVH so that we would be able to power our blast furnace. Because stainless steel requires 480 EU per tick, so that's a lot. And in the meantime, we also need to make silicon ingots. The quest is telling me that if I make silicon dioxide and carbon dust, which we already have, it's going to be finished in 12 seconds. The problem is I'm not in the mood for making silicon dioxide, so we're just gonna do it the normal way. You need circuit number 1 and silicon. 84 seconds is not the best, but it's okay. I have so much crafting to do that I don't really think it's going to make any difference. So let me craft a few items and I'll be right back. It has not been a crazy amount of time later, but we do have a few machines. We're going to start with combustion generators, and we're going to have 4 of them. I also went up ahead and made an advanced mixer, so that should be a quest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I remember putting the recipe in and I found it weird that it requires a wrench, but this is a bending machine. And that should be another quest. And now we come to the part where we have to make sulfuric acid. So we have a distillery, we have a chemical reactor, and I also made 2 super tanks. And I think that was it. For the moment I don't really have a place for these guys, so the bending machine and the mixer go over there. and the rest of them we're going to use. Back here I have a very inefficient sifting system, but here is where we have access to water. So we're going to set it up over here because we need to make diluted sulfuric acid. I'm running low on pipes. That's not very good. So here is my chemical reactor, and I was hoping that you get water. No? Oh, I have to change the output. Okay, now you should get water. Perfect. Although one thing that I don't really like is that how are we going to power them? Yeah, I think we're going to do it from the side, and we will use the back for power. And by the way, these are LV machines, so we are going to need to use turbines. And I only have one. It's okay, I will make turbines later on. Let us fix the system. If we provide our chemical reactor with hydrogen sulfide, it will give us diluted sulfuric acid. That diluted sulfuric acid has to go inside the distillery with circuit number 1, and that will give us sulfuric acid. So we just put the output on the bottom, eject the fluid, and here is the distillery. That will give us sulfuric acid, and we need to put it inside cells. So I'm going to use a low voltage tank, maybe around here, because I just remembered maybe we're going to need more machines. In the quest book there is something that we need to make, which is called sodium bisulfate, and that is a recipe inside another chemical reactor using salt and sulfuric acid, and it will also give us hydrochloric acid as a byproduct. But this is the thing that we're looking for, so had to make another chemical reactor, but there you go. And we're going to use this one in order to make sodium bisulfate. So I just need to make one more turbine, make my wiring a little bit better, and I'll be right back. Just to refresh your memory, we did all of that in order to make the empty plastic board. Also, we need 4 pieces of salt, and we have salt in different forms. One of them is the normal salt that we have, the other one we have to pulverize, and the other one is an ore. I think the ore has to be macerated, that takes 20 seconds. And this one, which looks like flint, I think we still have to pulverize, and that will give us salt. Okay, good. These guys we can convert into impure version. Well, there should be a 7th one here, yes. It's not going to be that useful because you need 2 per recipe, so the 7th one is actually redundant. Anyways, we need circuit number 1, sulfuric acid, and 4 salt. Sodium bisulfate. That should be a quest? No? Oh, now I need to put it inside the cell, okay. But anyways, before doing that, let us also make the plastic circuit board. We need some copper foils and some polyethylene sheets. And that with sulfuric acid should give us the board. Yes, thank you. So this sodium bisulfate that we made has to go inside an electrolyzer. We give you 2 cells, and you will bottle it for me? Maybe? Yes, you're not going to bottle it for me, you're going to give me hydrogen cells and sodium persulfite. So we just took 1 hydrogen out? Weird. And that was the quest. Oh, you also need 2 sulfuric acid cells. That's not going to be a problem. There you go. And now that we have absolutely everything, we can make this plastic circuit board. Oh, it's oh, you need another chemical reactor. I hate you. Have I mentioned that crafting in this mod pack is just brutal? And since I'm tired of using chemical reactors, we're gonna cheat and use this one. So here is your persulfate. You should suck it in one day. Yeah, the reason that it was not going in is that I forgot to adjust the input. But here is your persulfate. It goes inside the basic chemical reactor. And this should be my circuit. Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 hours of crafting, plastic circuit board. And it is a quest. Thank you. And in the meantime, our silicon is also ready. Ah, you were preparing me to make a transistor. Okay, how do you make silicon plates? Bending machine? Yeah, it can be an LV bending machine. Good. Oh, I put extra. Oh, damn. So we need to make transistors, which is basically fine thin wire with silicon plate and molten polyethylene. And by using that, we should be able to make the advanced circuit. And just out of curiosity, what is your recipe? Actually, fair enough, it's not a very bad recipe. But anyways, let me get the transistors and I'll be back for the circuits. While I'm getting all the material that we need in order to make the 4 advanced circuits, let us focus on stainless steel, because that is also something which is going to take a lot of time, and we need to process 1 stack of them, so it could be 1 hour or so. But one thing that I have noticed is that if we use normal copper cables, they have a loss of 2 EU per meter. If we use annealed copper, that's 1 EU. We can make 12 of these guys. Okay, we need to cover them. I'm so happy that you work. Also, we need 1 stack of oxygen cells, so give me 1 stack. Thank you. What's wrong with the mobs? Is it a blood moon? No, we also need to do a few changes over here. First off, we need to remove these guys, and unfortunately I think they have a decent amount of fuel in them. That's a waste. I also have an LV battery box which we're going to remove. And I also have an LV compressor down there which is making us charcoal, so we need to disconnect it just in case. I'm assuming we also have to remove the hatches and replace them with LV hatches. Are we good? Yes. It was recognized. Actually, hooking it up is not that difficult. We can just do something like this. And you connect to the center. Here is circuit number 11 and the steel dust. Are you working? Hit with a soft mallet. Okay. I'm just hoping that it does not require any maintenance. It's every 60 seconds. So see you in 1 hour? And again, in the meantime, some of our items are ready. We needed fine electron wire as well as annealed copper bolts. And we just need 4 good integrated circuits. Ladies and gentlemen, we are crafting the first one. I'm really hoping that this is going to be the final thing, and after we get stainless steel, we will go to the HVH. Oh, we are in the HVH. We unlocked it. Oh, we didn't. Yes, it's just stainless steel and advanced circuits. Okay, then we're good. But there's absolutely nothing I can do. I just have to clean up the place and wait for 1 hour. So we have a little bit of a problem. I did record the last part of the video and unfortunately my audio is garbage. Basically what happened is that I got 1 stack of stainless steel, I got our circuits, and I also made the first HV machine haul. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially started the HVH. You just didn't get to see it. I have also claimed all the rewards and unfortunately there was no Sword of the Cosmos. Yeah, it's terrible. I know. Although in hindsight, since my audio was not working, I should have gotten it off camera. Would have been a nice idea. Anyways, by getting into the HVH, I'm thinking it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.